I refuse to watch my sister's kid during her surgery. My nephew Ethan is 6 years old and honestly one of the worst behaved kids I've ever met. I'm not exaggerating when I say every single time he comes to my apartment, it's a complete disaster. He's called me stupid idiot to my face multiple times. He's opened my fridge and just thrown food on the floor for fun. Last time he was here, he left the refrigerator door open all night and everything spoiled. Cost me like $200 to replace all my groceries. The screaming is constant. Not normal kid noise, but full volume shrieking for hours just because he thinks it's funny. My neighbors have complained twice. I told my sister Amber about a year ago that I couldn't watch Ethan anymore. I explained that I don't have kids. I don't know how to handle his behavior, and honestly, I just can't deal with it. She was totally fine with it. She said she had plenty of friends who could babysit, and she understood. That was that. Then last month, Amber calls me saying she needs surgery on her knee, some procedure that would have her in the hospital for a few days, and then recovering at home. She tells me there's nobody who can watch Ethan during that time, and I need to take a week off work to help out. I reminded her about our conversation from last year. I told her I didn't want to spend my limited vacation days dealing with a kid who doesn't respect me or my home. She started getting upset saying this was different because it was a medical emergency. I said, okay, what about your friend Nicole, the one who watches him every other weekend? Amber claimed Nicole was going out of town. What about mom and dad? They're too old to handle his energy. What about your friend Lauren from the gym? She moved to Portland. Every person I suggested, Amber had an excuse for why they couldn't help. Finally, I said, fine, I'll pay for a professional babysitter or a daycare service for the week. Problem solved. Amber absolutely lost it. She called me a selfish person and said, family is supposed to help family. She started crying about how she couldn't believe her own sister wouldn't be there for her during a medical crisis. Then my phone started blowing up. My aunt texted asking why I was being so difficult. My cousin sent me this long message about how I needed to step up and be there for Amber. Even my mom called saying I should reconsider because Amber was really stressed about the surgery. I felt like I was going insane. Why was everyone acting like I was the bad guy for having boundaries? The surgery was scheduled for this past Tuesday. I stuck to my decision and told Amber I wasn't available, but my offer to pay for childcare still stood. She hung up on me. Then Tuesday morning, I'm scrolling through Facebook during my lunch break, and I see Nicole posted a photo of her and Ethan at the zoo. The caption said, taking this little guy for a fun day while his mama recovers. I was so confused. I called Nicole directly and asked what was going on. She had no idea what I was talking about. She'd never been out of town. In fact, she'd been watching Ethan the whole time Amber had been asking me. Apparently, Amber had told Nicole that I was too busy with work to help, so Nicole volunteered immediately. I felt this white-hot rage building up. Amber had completely made up the story about having nobody to watch Ethan just to guilt-trip me into doing it. She'd lied to the entire family and made me look like a terrible person. I screenshot Nicole's Facebook post and sent it to the family group chat with a simple message. Looks like Amber found someone after all. My phone went silent for about 10 minutes. Then my aunt apologized. My cousin sent a sheepish sorry, didn't know the full story. My mom called and said we all needed to have a conversation when Amber was feeling better. Amber tried calling me that evening, but I declined.